5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm Ethan, and this is the Chairs of Conversation. Today's topic is Would You Rather, a fun little game where you ask a question, but with two answers, and you'd have to choose. So, Ethan, what's your first Would You Rather for me?
Would you rather have no internet or no friends?
No friends.
Why?
Because there's a lot of information on the internet, and I feel like I could get by with no friends.
But you don't think you can get by with no internet?
Yeah, no, because the internet's a big thing these days.
Well, it does make sense, but what if you become depressed?
I'll just watch a show on the internet.
You have a point there.
Exactly.
Interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Ethan, my would you rather for you is, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Well, I feel like I would want to do the horse-sized duck. Because I don't think I can kill 100 horse-sized duck. No, 100 horses the size of ducks.
Well, yeah, you could just lead them into like a box. Or not like a cage. Or your basement, whatever works for you.
Got a duck here about, wait, what type, let's go, it depends. If it's like a pony horse, duck, obviously. But if it's a worker horse, like one of the horses they had in the fields, I'm taking the 100 ducks, or 100 horses. Because that thing's 8 feet tall. I don't think I can take that.
That's actually valid, that's a valid point.
And it can fly? Would you rather have a rewind button or a button that pauses your life?
I would have to go rewind button. Because in my past I made a lot of mistakes, and I feel as if I could go back with that rewind button and redo it.
But you'd be the same age as them.
Yeah, but I feel like my life would turn out a lot better than it is today, you know?
Honestly, I'd have to do pause my life, because if I'm understanding that correctly, you just stop aging. And you just continue through time. That there's some immortality, and you keep your good cells so you can heal better.
Yeah.
Because if you get a bad wound and you have no living cells, it's gonna be quite bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been interesting.
Ooh, alright.
Oh God.
Would you rather only eat sweet food or salty food?
Ooh. Questions. I like seafood, like sushi and such.
Yeah.
But sweet food is kind of important. Because if you eat a piece of candy, what would it taste like? Is it just straight artificial flavor with no sugar?
Kind of like the candy here, not gonna lie. As much as it looks like there's a bunch of sugar on it,
Yeah.
it does not taste good.
Look at this thing, it's pink, bright pink. It's got all these little droplets of what looks like candy. When you look at the back, how many grams of sugar does it have? 0.
Exactly, it does not taste good.
Yeah.
So what's your choice here, Ethan?
I'll have to do sweet. It's as much as I want salty, because it's I'll do sugar because that gives some more energy than carbohydrate.
That is true.
Now to think about this technically now. Oh God.
Good answer.
Thank you. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
That's really tricky. Because if I knew when I was gonna die, I could like...
You could live to 100 and be happy about that, if not.
Yeah, but also if I think about it, or if you think about it, if you know how you're gonna die, you could try to avoid that as much as possible. But at the same time, that's really difficult. That's a good one. Honestly, I would have to go with how I'm gonna die. Because like I was saying before, I could prevent it from happening.
I'd have to say when I'm going to die. Because if I do choose like how I'm gonna die, and it's something kind of stupid like you choke on a piece of candy,
Yeah.
I'll never want to eat candy again.
Yeah.
Or anything sweet in that thing. Like I'm gonna be so anxious about that one thing
Yeah.
that I won't be able to think right about doing it. It just keeps you paranoid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. This one's gonna be a pop culture one.
Oh no.
Would you rather be best friends with Spider-Man or Batman?
100% Batman.
Okay, why?
Well, Batman, in his choice, he's a multi-millionaire. He's got all these gadgets that he makes from his own company.
That is true.
And depending on which one you're looking at, he has a satellite in the sky the size of Manhattan. And it's just, he'll probably give you lots of money and some suits and stuff.
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, he's a broke high schooler. Anyway, he does work for the news.
Daily Dougal, yes, he does.
News.
So he has a job.
If you want someone who you would talk to a lot, you would have to go with Spider-Man, but I'm going Batman, because there's lots of benefits of choosing Batman.
Yeah, but with Spider-Man, I would have to go with Spider-Man. Because he could swing you to school, man. Just think about that. Free rides, you don't have to take the bus, you don't have to worry about traffic, you don't have to worry about driving a car. He could just swing you to school.
But then you look like you're being just off we go.
Yeah, pretty much. But Spider-Man, he's a pretty cool guy. Think about it.
Batman can get you hard though.
That is true, but you need to have your license for that. Unless you're Batman, I don't think Batman
But
has a
he
driver's license.
also, he has a butler. I'm not saying he'll drive me.
Alfred is a pretty chill guy.
You know?
He's pretty chill.
But he hasn't got autopilot in some of his cars, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, he does.
That might be viable.
That is true. I'd have to go with Spider-Man. That's just my take.
That's the reason. Would you rather always win but be alone? Or always lose but have support?
I think always lose and have support.
Always lose and have support?
Because if I ever lose, then it's not the people, they're like cheering me on, they're like, yeah, you did your best, great job and all that, but if I win, there's no one to do that, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm a winner, but at what cost?
I chose it because it's a little hard, because I was thinking about it. Was if you always lose, your psyche's going to be thin.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I'm always losing and stuff. I lost all my money to gambling.
I think,
If you always win, but you don't have anyone to celebrate it.
yeah. That's why, would you rather know your true potential and never reach it, or never know how great you could have been?
Never know how great I could be. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to be agging myself if I always knew what I could have been but never got to.
I'd have to go with that same as well.
It's just like, I could have done this, could have done so many things, but I didn't.
Yeah, but now that you're like, oh, this is my true potential, sure, but you never knew what you could have become. That's why you stay in school, kids.
Stay at school. Imagine, would you rather always make the morally right choice, or always make the choice that benefits you?
I have to go morally right choice.
Morally right?
Because as much as I would like the choice that could benefit me the most, I wouldn't do that, you know? Because I don't want to just benefit myself, I want to benefit others.
I'd also do that one because it never claims that you won't be benefited from doing the morally right.
Would you rather confront your biggest fear today or avoid it forever, but always feel it in the background?
Fight it today.
Honestly,
Because is either I will always remember that fear, and I will still have that fear, or I can fight it today and no longer have to deal with it.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that because if I knew my greatest fear was just always there,
It's behind you.
yeah, I just wanna face it today.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Morally right.
Okay. Thanks for watching today's podcast.